Hello everyone. So today we're gonna be talking about Ningguang, and uh, as I've told many times in my previous videos that she's one of my favorite character design-wise. Like you can see, I have equipped her with her old outfit because it's been a while since I've seen her in this, and she looks so good already. She did look like so much insane in this already. And when miHoYo, like now Hoyoverse, announced a new outfit for her, I went crazy. Like I have to get it as soon as possible, and which I did. It was easily accessible. Let me quickly equip that. Orchid's evening gown. Okay,
Let's go and enjoy the moonlight.
so you can see she looks so beautiful. Well, anyway, so in this video I'm gonna show you how to build your Ningguang, how you should build your Ningguang. Like I'll be giving some advices, I'll be showing you my build, and I'll in the end I will show you her damage output with and without Zhongli, because there's always going to be this case where there are going to be new players that will not be having Zhongli, don't know when his rerun is going to be there again. So if you have Zhongli, that's really awesome. Like he's like a universal support. If you have him, like well done pulling for him. But if you don't, that's no problem. Like I got Zhongli on his rerun banner. I didn't had him before, and I used to play with Ningguang without Zhongli, and she did very good even then. So it really doesn't matter, like not to be disappointed if you don't have Zhongli, but it's always good to have universal supports like Zhongli and Kaswa. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so I will start by showing her build first. So if you've seen my character build video where I've showcased my whole account, uh, I remember I didn't had her built specifically, like I didn't had any artifact set on her, like her dedicated artifacts on her, but I've changed a few things on her, and I'll show you. So these are her stats as of now: 96 geo damage bonus, and we had all these bonuses because she has a 5-star weapon, Lost Pierce, to the Sacred Winds. And this was a very unlucky pull for me because I was going for Wolf Creation or Staff of Homa on Hu Tao's banner, but I got this. But still, it's still great. Like it's one of the best catalysts out there. Now Yamiko's weapon is also up there, but it's really good. Like it's good with many catalyst DPS like Klee or Ningguang or DPS Mona. So, but if you don't have it, which is going to be the case for majority of the players, there's no problem. You should use either Dodoko Tails, which boosts your normal attack damage and charge attack damage, and in turn it will boost your attack as well. This is a very good weapon if you have it. We got this in an event for free, and this is a R5 weapon for everyone who got this. But still, if you don't have this, then again, because it was a limited time period to get this, so if you don't have it, the best in slot weapon is Vidsith, and this weapon is just so good, so easily recommendable for so many characters, especially for Mona. Like you can see, I've already been equipped this to her. Like you get, if you know how Vidsith is so goated. Its passive is so good. Like when you switch to Ningguang, she's either gonna have 90% more attack, 72% more elemental damage. The geo boost that we saw just now, she's gonna have 72% more, or she's gonna have elemental mastery. Like if you got this, unfortunately this won't help. This helps with characters having elemental mastery, uh, like elements like hydro or pyro, like so. But yeah, how you use her, how her rotation works, this passive is very suitable for her. So I'm going to show you how she works with this. But first, My current build, I'm going to show you how she dishes out the damage with this weapon. For artifacts, I only have a 2-piece gladiator set on her because I have snatched a few of Fishel's artifacts and a few from here and there. So anyway, these are the details of her artifacts. This is what you want to go if you are making her DPS, and she is a DPS character if you want to build her a DPS. I have a C3, but her most important constellations are C1 and C6. She gains enormous DPS from these two constellations. But if you have a C1, then you can start building her, like you're good to go if you have C1. Talents, what should be your priority to level her talents up? And I'll say you should level her normal attacks first, then her burst, and then her elemental skill, because she's gonna be doing normal attack the most. Her scaling is good and her charge attack does a lot of damage, and then her burst because it only costs 40 energy and it's a very very cool elemental burst. Her talents, okay, so what this means is so as you do normal attacks with Ningguang, she gets some star jades which starts revolving around her back. You might have noticed that. So when you have 3 of them and you charge attack, the charge attack will not consume stamina. That's all that this means, and it's good. We usually base our rotation of normal attacks on this. Then we have this. Okay, so it's very simple and useful thing. So basically when Ningguang or any other character will pass through the jade screen, they will gain a 12% geo damage bonus, which is great but not optimal because it's sometimes destroyed in the battlefield or something else, like, but yeah, it's always good to have. So yeah, now for her team, it's really simple. For a geo character, you should always aim for a geo resonance in your team. So I run this team usually for her. And but if you don't have Zhongli, you can use Albedo. If you have Albedo, he's a very very sick sub DPS and he works just perfectly fine with her. Until I didn't had Zhongli, I used Albedo and Ningguang only, and my team was very sick. So let me remove Zhongli and put another character in there. If you don't have Zhongli, you can use Goro. If you have Goro, like, he's a 4-star character, you can get him much more easily from standard banner, or he's gonna be on the character event banner again very soon. If you have Goro, you should use it with Ningguang. Like, there's no drawbacks. He's gonna give you a boost from his elemental skill, and he's gonna provide the geo resonance. I would not recommend choosing Arataki Ito if you have him, because he's a separate main DPS which requires separate team and separate focus entirely on him, so I wouldn't recommend him. If you have Noelle built, then you should use her. She will provide a good shield, which I guess is second best after Zhongli, I don't know, but she also works really good. And you can put 4-piece Husk of Opulence set on her and she will do very very good damage by herself. And then last, what I'll recommend is Yunjin. I haven't built her because I have been just spending my resin on artifacts, but anyway, I will be building her. She's a great support that has recently been that has recently came into Genshin Impact. She buffs the normal attacks so much, and that's gonna really benefit Ningguang, how you're gonna play her. So you can also use Ningguang instead of Zhongli if you don't have Zhongli, or Albedo, or even Goro. You can use Yunjin if you have one. So yeah, but yeah, if you have Zhongli, then
What shall
make
we
sure
do?
you use him because he is goated. Like, yeah, there's not much there to explain. So
It's raining.
I guess we've got that covered.
Fetch an umbrella
Now,
for me, would you?
I'll show you first the damage of her with my current setup. Who should we go and beat up? Okay, let's go and beat Cryo-Regiswine, our very, very favorite volunteer, we should say.
Your
Okay,
eyes can lie
so
to you.
now I'm gonna show you how you should do rotations with her before going and start the fight. I'll show you how you should do her normal attacks. Like, there is a trick for her, or there's a way to do it. At least that's what everyone advises us to do. And you should do 3 normal attacks and then a charge attack, because then that way you'll get the 3 jades, whatever that is, revolving around your back, and then you can do a charge attack without consuming any stamina, and that's the rotation. And to make your attacks, normal attacks, even faster, you should hold the W key, the forward button on your device, and spam her normal attacks. Like, you can see I'll do her normal attacks like this, and these are pretty slow, like they are slow, average. But when I hold the W key and do them, you can see they are a bit faster from before. If you can notice it, it's noticeable very much in battle. So it's advised to hold your forward button and do her normal attacks. And for her rotation, if you have this Lost Spirits to Sacred Wind, you're gonna want to keep her on the battlefield for as much long as you want, but that's very unwisable. So
Let's light it up!
it's just like
Let's
there are
light
no
it up!
specific
Everybody stand back!
rotations for her. You're just gonna
It's nothing.
buff her with all your supports and then
Your life is mine.
do the damage with her in however way you want. Like, you can see that elemental burst was so amazing. It almost killed the Regiswine all by itself. 16,000 damage per jade, and that's very, very good. Let's go to Child. He doesn't move as well, and the damage is very much visible there. I'll show you how to do the normal attacks combo. So watch carefully. I mean, there's nothing much to explain.
This opportunity is quite hard to
First
come
of all,
by.
let me
Well
quickly get
then,
the shield.
amuse me. Surrender is a valid option.
Now that I have
I
it.
promise I'll
what
be
you're gonna do
gentle.
is, so you can see I have done 3 normal attacks, and now I have the jades revolving around my back. Now I'm gonna do is a charge attack.
Run all you like.
So you can see I did 18,000 damage and no stamina was consumed there.
Cowering already.
So this is her rotation for her normal attack. Like, it's not that difficult. Okay, that was a silly mistake. Sorry about that.
Solidify!
Let's light it
Possible
up!
left.
We're gonna need some healing damage.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
So
Guess I should.
now I'll show you
Taking
her
it seriously.
elemental skill damage, jade screen damage.
Give up!
That does around 35,000 damage with Bennett's buff, which is great. You can see if I go through it, I get the 12% damage
No
bonus.
use hiding back there.
Okay, put the shield on. Okay. So the charge attacks are doing like 16,000, 17,000 damage per hit, and they're pretty decent, like, I'll say. For an attack that can be spammed many times, it's a good attack.
Solidify!
Now we'll try to
We
do
go!
her burst. Okay, it's available. And we'll see if
Let's
we
light it
can
up!
take him down.
Everybody stand back! Don't
So
waste my time.
we'll go through the J sheet to get the bonus, and oh, we almost. No problem, he's there. So yeah, the build is good, the character is good, the DPS is good from Ningguang. Like, most of the people don't use her because of the complications. Like we have Arataki Ito, like there's just not much to her that people don't choose to use her. If you don't fancy her, you will not be using her. But if you do, she's a great character. Like I say this to everyone, she's a great character.
It's your business.
Okay, now I'll show you the damage with Vidsith. And with this weapon, you ought to use her as a burst support. You switch to her, you use her burst, and then you switch out to a different character and get her energy back. This is what the rotation becomes with Vidsith. I'll have to use a different circlet. Okay, we have a lot of crit damage. We have to switch our circlet to a crit rate one. We have this very sick circlet with so much crit damage. This is probably one of the oldest artifacts I have. Anyway, okay, this is a build. We have still very low crit rate. But anyway, we'll see. So now with Vidsith, you might see more damage, but
This opportunity is quite hard to come by.
inconsistent.
Well
Like,
then,
it's only gonna be
amuse
there for
me.
10
Surrender
seconds,
is a valid option. I
Vidsith,
promise I'll be
okay, we
gentle.
got the elemental mastery proc. So you can see this is the raw damage of the song. We didn't really get any buff. Okay,
You.
okay. Almost
Let's
died.
light it up.
Let me heal her.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Okay.
It's nothing. Your life is mine.
And also one more thing. So when she used her burst with the jade screen present on the field, her
Let's
jade
light
screen
it up.
breaks into jades and they provide
Let's light it
additional
up.
jades to her burst. Like, if you're getting me, they just turn into additional jades for her burst.
We go.
So yeah, that's really sick.
Don't waste my
Okay,
time.
we got the elemental damage bonus, and you can see she did 32,000 damage without any buff through her elemental burst. And I remember she did 35,000 with Bennett's buff before. So yeah, Vidsith really provides a very, very unreal buff.
Solidify!
I'm going in. Let's light it up. Give
We
up.
have no buff right now.
It's nothing.
That's fine. We'll probably get a buff from
Solidify.
Vidsith right now,
Let's
so
light it
let's
up.
see what's it gonna be. I'll use Bennett's burst.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Don't waste
We got
my
the
time.
elemental buff. Oh my god, 22,000 damage per hit. That's really a lot. Like, okay, that was amazing. So yeah, Vidsith is amazing, and you can easily use it on her. Like, it's not that difficult because her rotation is very, very constant. So you'll keep getting the buff on her, and the energy required for the burst is so low, only 40. You'll find her burst is available
I
like
wonder,
always,
when will I
and
finally make sergeant?
it's just easy with her, you know. So yep, that was my Ningguang, and that's how you're supposed to use her, and that's how much damage she can do with such build. Like, my build isn't optimal. I'll give you one more, like, let me get this straight. So her optimal artifact set is either 2-piece gladiator and 2-piece archaic petra, or 2-piece archaic petra and 2-piece noblesse oblige, depending on how you want to build her. If you're going for a burst support with Vidsith, if you like that build, you should use noblesse oblige and archaic petra, because she's totally gonna be focused on her burst and she's gonna do so much damage. But if you're gonna main her, if you're gonna use her more on the battlefield, then you should go with gladiator, because that's gonna boost the general damage, the general normal attacks, and every other damage in general. So that's more suitable for a main DPS Ningguang. But yeah, just add 2 pieces Archaic Petra here, and you're just set. You're good to go. And a little bit more crit rate, because again her attacks are quick, so she needs to crit more. And yeah, a little bit more crit rate wouldn't be bad in any way. So yeah, that was my Ningguang, and that was my Ningguang showcase. Let me know in the comments if you liked it or not, and if there's any other character you want me to build a guide on. There are a few characters on my mind on which I'm gonna make a guide really soon, but if there's a specific one, you can let me know. And
Even if an antique is priceless,
like the video
the
if you
happiness it
enjoyed,
brings lasts
subscribe to
for
the channel
only
for
the
more
moment that
content,
you obtain
and
it.
I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.